Alright, all you crazy daredevils that got triple dog dared into jumping over your best friend's house, welcome back to Under the Radar. And despite the Bermuda Triangle, folks, we said there was no way in the world we were going to go without Stunts for our 6-year homecoming anniversary. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for us to check out which one of you crazy stunners is going to most likely end up paralyzed for a good 6 years after this couple of stunts, as we leap into a very special year-ending edition of the Wild World of Stunts. And the first stunt that we have up comes from the femme fatales of the air themselves, Vinewood on Fire, with their said stunt, Parkour Truck. And the second I heard this, Maestro immediately tapped me on the shoulder and said, and this was the special surprise that Vinewood on Fire had for us. And what did he mean by that, folks? Well, besides the femme fatales using giant oversized trailer trucks to try to ride on parkour-like stunts, we would see them doing not only front flips onto one side of the mountain to the next, but also doing sidewinder backflips from one platform to the next, barely squeaking on the ramp but landing on all 6 wheels like what, Maestro? Or technically all 10 wheels like what, Maestro?
Like a glove!
For them to ride off into the sunset while all listening to the said song of Convoy by C.W. McCall. And I find it funny that they were able to do this stunt with such a cool song in the background. And according to the Maestro, during one of the stunts, they were even able to honk the horn in mid-flight while jumping the platforms, reminding me of the Super Mario Brothers. Not bad. Not bad at all. And the next stunt that we have up comes from the stunner R2 for Real with their said stunt, GTA Online Rocket Fight to Yacht. And during this said crazy stunt, Lieutenant R2 for Real, and apparently he became a lieutenant since the last time he's been on the Wild World of Stunts, decided to show off his oppressor bike skills, Mark 1 mind you, by rocketing through the air through the beach of Los Santos, only to make his way clean to the yacht that was well over 500 feet out and landing right into the back, avoiding the helicopter, only to make his way to the Fiesta deck.
Like a glove!
And the fact that he was able to further improve his stunt skills by doing a full-on moonsault right over the carnival at the Del Piero Pier, but was also able to land on both wheels without crashing like most people would, like what, Maestro?
Like a glove!
Absolutely awesome, and the PR department's giving this stunt a 10, along with the doctors and the Maestro, who says it's been a long time since we used these numbers. And you're right. And the next stunt that we have up comes from the stunner KXH87 with his said stunt, the Cunning Stuntman. And if you're wondering how cunning KX is during these said stunts, well, I'll give you a small hint. It involves a bike, a Hydra, and a BMX ramp. Give up? Well, during this said stunt, KX, for short is what we're gonna call him, decides to take things to the KX Stream by doing a 360 over a hydrant that hovered above the BMX ramp for him to land on the other side of the ramp like what, folks at home?
Like a glove!
And would further improve his stunt-like status for the next 4 minutes by not only doing a moonsault during a race with well over 15 drivers, and was still able to stay in first place while showing off, completely blowing my sister's theory of showboating causes you to lose right out of the water, and almost making me want to pick up freestyle just to prove that this guy's right with my theory of showboating as well. But according to the maestro, I would most likely fall and break my neck and leave it to the professionals. Well, you got a point, so I'll take your word for it. And the next stunt that we have up comes from the stuntress Maris Kana with their said stunt, skydiving the gaps with Agent CXK. And during this said collaboration stunt of free-falling craziness that may or may not feature Tom Petty in the process, would see them not only threading the needle through the Hollywood sign, makeshift power lines, and even through a transformer of sorts that would see them not only jumping off a bike, but threading the needle in mid-jump, only for her to scrape her face across the ground. Ooh. And according to the doctor, she'd knocked loose at least 13 teeth during that said stunt. Yikes. But is she okay? Well, according to what the doctor said after a full reconstruction of her mouth, she's just fine. But she has to chew through a straw for now. Don't you mean just eat food through a straw? Yeah, they said that. And the last but not least stunt that we have up for this week comes from the stunner BBI_52 with his said stunt, keep calm and drive safe. Now, the irony with him saying this said stunt, folks, is because as he would make his way through the Los Santos freeway heading toward the Grand Sonora Desert, he would be going as fast as he possibly could while heading there. But that's not the problem, folks, because he would do it on the opposite side of the road. And while he weaved and bobbed through traffic and made his way without getting hit by a single car for at least a mile and a half, his luck would run out the second he would run into what appears to be a minivan of sorts, where the car would hit him from the side, causing him to fly off the bike, hit into the windshield neck first, and then fall right to the ground and lie down there motionless. And according to the doctors, it's not looking good because despite him wearing that helmet, he may have paralyzed himself with that hit against the windshield. And according to what they just told me right now from the x-rays that they're looking at, ooh, yeah, he broke his neck. Yeah, he broke it. Oh my God, he broke his neck during this stunt. So let this be a lesson to any of you stunners out there. When somebody dares you to go on the opposite side of the road and drive as fast as you can, there's a high possibility you'll break your neck. So yeah, don't do that. And if you guys want to go ahead and check out any other crazy stunts of people getting themselves maimed for unnecessary fame, you can head on over to the socialclub.rockstar games page, only known as socialclub.rockstargames.com, and just click ever so lightly on that video page to check out a whole bunch of people that were glad they're back, but at the same time it's gonna break their back to pull off the coolest stunts we've ever seen to close out this year. And with the one person that we mentioned before, we were right. Yeah, trying to break their back just to get on this show. Ridiculous. And I guess with that said, folks, we might as well head back into that music once again. And when we return, we'll be back with another edition of the GTA Online Top 5 Tracks of the Week right after this. So don't get lost in that madness just yet, folks, and stay tuned.